They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Not. 20.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 35-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Check.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 7 yards there and a first down. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. Second quarter now from Los Angeles. It is the Rams in possession as they've got it with a first and 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
20.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Check.
Hey, Shell.
On first down, it's Gurley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here we go. 180.
Let's go, D.
Throwing on second and 8. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They run. It's Gurley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another first and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. So on 4th down, here comes Greg Zuerlein to try and get 3 for the Rams. From the left hash, this from 34. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. That drive just seemed to go for an eternity. I could kind of hear our sponsor saying, hey, we need to get our product pushed here. But then it ends in a field goal.
Yeah, how about that? Not enough time for product placement, but plenty of time to get 3 points out of the deal. I know that the guys on defense, though, they wanted to get those products out there. They wanted to stop that drive, just weren't able to do so. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Howard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
40, 82, 40. Hey, zoom.
On 2nd and a yard. Wentz. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 32 on the play.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt.
5.
58, Mike. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get this. Kill. Chance.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Sunday. 5-2.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit.
At the Rams' 42-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. Hey, let's get that.
On 2nd and 7. Wentz. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver or tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st, they go right back to Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz looking deep for his tight. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. It's Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A throw over the middle taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well. But
a moot point there as they were able to connect. Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. Now Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Look at this, a tight end carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. This is Howard on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They hand off to their big tight end. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd.
Makes the score Eagles 7, Rams 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Gurley. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Check. Watch twist.
Maverick. 17.
From the 29, Goff. He's going to float this one deep right. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just thinking what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They go with Howard again, and he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On the ground with a tight end. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. The carry here for the big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They give it off here to the tight end. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Go. Lefty. You draw quarter.
Bang.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Again, it's Howard. And an alley to run. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. 36 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's first and 10. Gurley. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 31 yards there and a first down. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. You just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Howard. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Hey, empty. 80 weapons.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Rush in.
What's this son?
Hey, watch it.
The great thing he's done. What's this son?
Running with Howard. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wentz. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Gurley with a little bit of an opening there as he's able to get 5 on first down. And credit the tackle to Derek Barnett.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Go. 20.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
Goff now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense, very happy with what you're doing.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. He'll look to throw. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
All right, 20. We go. 76. 76.
Now it's gone. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
SOS.
They're running with Gurley. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Now Goff. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the 2-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
6 guys. Kill.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
The ball carrier. Jalen Ramsey brought him down. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Okay, baby, I see you.
And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. This to make it a 2-score game. Is to be expected. This is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.